Hello there, guys. How are you guys doing? Well, this is Pearl Jr. here, and I am so sorry that I had to postpone this live broadcast, which is about Murray, Dr. Murray. Was he in on the Michael Jackson death hoax part two? Part two. Make sure you watch the first one, which is a lot of information. And I still got more information that I want to share with you guys. I know it's late on a Saturday night, and most of you guys are busy or sleep or whatever, but I just wanted to make sure that I got on here and I kept my word. Okay, somebody's showing up. Okay, hi Abraham. Well, anyway, so we're going to talk about more evidence that Dr. Murray was in on the Michael Jackson death hoax. Now, I had showed you guys in the first one, part one, that Michael knew that he and Michael knew that him and Dr. Murray would be together forever. And I've saved some stuff for you guys, okay? Now, Michael said that I've studied you, Dr. Murray. I know a lot of stuff about you. And one of the things that I didn't bring up was Dr. Conrad Murray. It was exposed in the People versus Dr. Conrad Murray trial that Dr. Murray was broke. He was in a lot of debt. They showed his credit report, and they showed that he had like 3 social security numbers, 2 that were very similar with just 1 letter off, so that could have been a typo, but 1 social security number that was completely different. And Dr. Murray is from the Caribbean. He's not native born here, I don't believe, because he has that accent. He's from the Caribbean. So anyway, Dr. Murray had problems, so he would be hungry for money to pay off his debts. And so therefore, he was in a vulnerable position. A lot of the other people think that he did it because just to give Michael propofol. Well, he's a doctor. He can get prescription medicine like this, easy. But what was weird was he had the medicine shipped to his baby mama house. The propofol went to his baby mama house in Santa Monica, and it didn't have any hospitals involved. And that is more so not because a doctor can prescribe whatever medicine he sees fit. And propofol was not on the banned list or some kind of list that it needs to be on that says it's like contraband, it's something illegal, or something like, like certain drugs are street drugs. So propofol wasn't on any list. So as long as Michael stayed alive, there was really no reason to be hiding that you were giving your patient propofol to sleep. I had found a few articles about people using propofol to sleep. It's rare, and the unfortunate thing is that, according to everyone else, that type of medical practice killed Michael Jackson. But if you watch my first Alive, Is Michael Jackson Really Dead, try to watch the improved version, because I'll tell you, now I finished that documentary in December 2010, right? So this is before the Conrad Murray trial. You will hear me say throughout that Alive, Is Michael Jackson Really Dead, you will hear me say, was the body someone else's? Because I was already like going, this don't make no sense. And so the only way that Michael can be alive and dead at the same time is if that body was not Michael Jackson and was never, officially identified by a family member, even though Jermaine and Latoya said they saw the dead body, but that does not mean that they put that on paper. Latoya had to get eye surgery. So she's going to say, well, I couldn't see. I had laser surgery after that, right? Jermaine, he announced that his brother was dead. So Jermaine is a little iffy, okay? But Joe and Catherine never saw that dead body, and it was identified by a non-existent driver's license on the autopsy by the coroner. Okay, the coroner lied and said he named and identified the body through a California driver's license in the name of Michael Joseph Jackson, and that is not his name. His name is Michael Joe Jackson. Okay, Michael Joe Jackson. Okay, look up his driver's license, look up his passport, look up his Korean visa, look up his copyrights, look up his royalties from BMI. These are all real things. The Catherine Jackson biography that was written many decades ago. LaToya has said it. Jermaine's book says it. The 2005 trial, say it, the FBI have said it. And I have a letter from the California Department of Motor Vehicles saying they've never had a driver's license in the name of Michael Joseph Jackson. Okay, so I wanted to talk about Conrad Murray and some of his reasoning why he would ask for so much money. And it wasn't just to give Michael propofol to sleep, because doctors prescribe medicine. It's not a big deal. And the company that sold the propofol, due to the whole Michael Jackson scandal, they went bankrupt. Okay, but you know, wasn't in any trouble. A doctor, certified doctor, asked for propofol, you give it to him. I mean, he had every right to order whatever type of medicine he has because he was a doctor. Okay, before I move any further, we have one more day, guys, to get Janet into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So everybody, you know, Google Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and vote for Janet Jackson. Okay, she was in 6th place last time I looked. So we got one more day. I think it ends midnight. I don't know if it's East Coast or West Coast on the 9th. So tomorrow. So everybody vote for Janet. Go, Janet. Okay, I have a lot of little notes here. Okay. And then I'm going to show you guys some proof of some things, okay, with Dr. Murray. Another one thing I wanted to say is if you are international and you want to order the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson docs, and Amazon is charging so much for international shipping, and sometimes they let me ship and sometimes they don't. If you want me to ship worldwide anywhere, I will. And instead of it being 71 US dollars, if you pay me via PayPal, it'll be $43, and that includes shipping and handling and the Alive trilogy. Okay, that's a deal. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, the propofol. Okay. Another reason why the propofol was sent to a hospital, not to a hospital. Oh my God. Not to a hospital, but to Dr. Murray's baby mama house. Her name was Nicole Alvarez. Is so no hospitals would be involved in the hoax. And another thing that Michael did, all his companies, he was the only one that owned those companies. Triumph, the Michael Jackson Company, and all his other companies, MJJ Productions, Michael Kingdom, was it Altimum? Michael was the sole owner of all those companies, and he did that so no one else would be liable. And the reason for the Catherine versus AEG live trial, remember I mentioned double jeopardy in one of my previous videos? Well, it's because forever, AEG Live forever will not be liable for Michael's death or death hoax, because you got to remember that they refused to stipulate that that dead body was Michael Jackson's until they did something with the name. And I'm going to have to look up those transcripts, okay, because there was something. I know that they refused to stipulate that that dead body was Michael's, but something else happened, and so then finally they did, but it had something to do with his name. And remember the song, All in the Name, All in the Game. Okay, so let's see. And remember during the trial, the Catherine versus AEG live trial, the Jackson brothers were being promoted doing a concert with AEG Live. So that was kind of like, whoa. The Jacksons are performing under the umbrella of AEG Live while Catherine is suing them. So that lets you tell you something ain't right with that, right? That they weren't really mad. And you know what else AEG Live did. This was great, and I'm going to show you. When Paris's deposition was released, they gave it to me first. They gave it to me before they gave it to TMZ, before they gave it to ABC, before they gave it to any mainstream media. So they all had to come to me to get Paris's deposition. Okay, and let me show you guys. I have it up. I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to show you that Michael Jackson Insider, which is my personal website, which is my website for Elbow Grease Productions, is Michael Jackson Insider. So we made it to TMZ. This was years ago. Okay, this was like 2000 and let's see when I saved this. I saved this. This was 2000 and it says 15. But I have a feeling it was 2014. But it could have been 2013. Well, I don't remember. Okay, 2014. But Paris's deposition was March 21st, 2013. And I had it first. So TMZ and all of them had to come to me to get it. So here I am. Here it is right here. And that's Michael Jackson Insider, Paris's deposition right there. Now, another thing that I want to tell you guys is when Paris was being questioned about her father's death, she was yawning, she was cracking jokes, and she was yawning and she was cracking jokes and just pretty much bored with the whole situation, you know? And so that's another clue that, you know, Michael faked his death. And then Prince, when he was live on the stand, because Paris was not live, Prince was live. Prince went on the stand and Prince didn't cry at all. And TJ and Taj of 3T Jackson, their mother had died almost 20 years prior, and they got on the stand, and I was in the courtroom, and they cried, and it was so sad, you know, it was really sad. So that lets you know something else is going on. Okay, there's a couple of loose ends from the last video that I did, okay, that I'm going to talk about, okay? Okay, here's something, okay? Remember, this is where I read from this point on, I read about how Michael said that they're going to be together, they're going to break bread together, your family, my family, you're going to live next door, my kids are going to grow up with your kids. Well, at the top, one of the fans had said to me, Pearl, what's this about Bimini, right? Yeah, Bimini, right? Benini, right, is a chain of islands, and it's in Nassau, Bahamas, right? So serendipitously. Oh, that's such a nice word, serendipitously. I don't know if I said it right, but that's a great word. Okay, it says, I captured many images on film of the Bimini chain of island reefs, the place that Michael wanted his remains scattered after cremation. What? What is Dr. Murray and Michael talking about cremation? What is that all about? Okay, now, so I gotta let you guys know that there's no name on the grave, and Forest Lawn has told me and many other fans that they don't have Michael's body, and they've never had it. Now, back a few years ago, Radar Online, you can't really trust them, but they had reported, and so did other outlets, reported that Catherine said that the grave was empty at Forest Lawn and that Michael was cremated and his ashes were spread over Neverland. So if that was true, why didn't you just tell us that in the first place, right? So which one is it? Who's lying? Radar Online, which some people would say. We know that there's no name on the grave at Forest Lawn, right? And Forest Lawn has denied many times to many fans that they don't have Michael's body. And then they refuse to talk about it. Now they'll talk about it now that they got more money from the Jacksons, and since Joe was buried there, and Joe's buried like within the same Forest Lawn, but it's almost a half a mile away. It's still the same huge place, but it's very far, you know, from where Michael's crypt is, which was $590,000 in a locked room. So anyway, and then here it says, you know, Dr. Conrad, this is what Michael said. This is Conrad Murray's book. This is it, okay? You know, Dr. Conrad, my life and yours will become inseparable for the rest of time. Now, isn't that strange? Okay, he's just your doctor for, maybe 50 shows, 31 to 50 shows. Why are you going to be inseparable? What's going to happen, Michael, that's going to make you and Dr. Murray inseparable? This is Dr. Murray's book, right? Because the inseparable, because they were planning the death hoax. Okay, so that's the only way, because if, let's just say, everything just went perfect, Michael got propofol every night, and went on and did the 50 shows, we wouldn't even known that a doctor was there as far as the mass public, right? So why is Michael saying that your life and my life will become inseparable for the rest of time? And why are they talking about cremation? Another book, which was Leonard Rowe's book, he said Michael act like he knew. That's in Alive 1, the first Alive, that he wasn't going to be doing those shows. It's as if he knew. Yeah, he knew he wasn't going to be going to London doing those shows because it's a death hoax. Okay? So I just wanted to go over that with you guys. And let's see what else. Oh, and then I got some videos that I want to kind of go through with you guys. Okay, this is one of them. Remember last time I talked about Conrad Murray and him, no proof that he was ever in jail because no one saw him come out of jail. And when he did interviews, you didn't see him in jail. You just heard him talk from a phone, right? And then he was acting silly. And I said he sang a Christmas song. And so here is the Christmas song that he sang. Let me make sure the volume's up, okay? I know there's not very many of us in here, but maybe people will wake up and find it. Half the world is asleep right now. It's almost 11 o'clock. And the people in the UK, it is 8 hours, so it's just like 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning. So not very many people are up at this time. And if you are up, I'm so glad you're spending your Saturday night with me. Okay, here we go.
This is important to me. He's a little boy that Santa Claus forgot, and goodness knows he did not want a lot. He wrote a note to Santa for some crayons and a toy. It broke his little heart when he found Santa hadn't come. In the streets he envied all those lucky boys, but goodness knows he didn't want a lot. I'm so sorry for that laddie who hasn't got a daddy. He's a little boy that Santa Claus forgot. That song tells my story. That's how I grew up. I had no Christmases. I had no toys. I had nothing. I walked barefooted for years.
Okay. That is supposed to be a man in jail. Anderson Cooper's so funny how he's moving his eyes like, what the heck is going on? This is supposed to be a man that's in jail, okay? I mean, what? You're singing a song about Christmas. Now, at that same time, Bing Crosby sung this song too. And at the time, there was Sulphur Gold from Ashes. If you guys don't know who Sulphur Gold from Ashes is, you have to watch Alive 3, okay? Which is, I believe, Sulphur Gold from Ashes is Michael. Dancing just like Michael, but there's two of them, so you have to watch Alive 3, okay? I have a sale on Alive 3 right now because I have too many. Yeah. And I kept telling Peter on the phone, Peter, Bobby, Michael on the phone, I kept saying to him, and I should bring that up. Oh my goodness. I kept saying to him, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Please tell me where you are. Please tell me where you are. And then he was, gosh, I should have brought that video. Maybe I'll show it next time. And all of a sudden he's at this hotel in Paris, in France. And then he has the Bing Crosby golf cart with the Smooth Criminal hat, and he's dancing out of the window, and he has the Black Pearl ship, and Paris was talking about Pirates of the Caribbean featuring the Black Pearl, and you gotta watch Alive 3. You gotta watch Alive 3. You guys who are sitting there thinking you could guess what's in in my documentaries, you just can't. You either have to know it and learn it, or you just won't know, and you will be thinking I'm stupid, I'm crazy, it's ridiculous. But boy, once you open your mind to it, your mind will be blown at everything. Okay, so anyway, so that's one of the videos I wanted to show you guys, singing about Christmas songs. Dr. Murray, for real? You know, and this right here, this was published by CNN April 2nd, okay? So you singing about Christmas in April? What? Okay? Now, he said, I had no Christmas. I had no toys. And he's talking about Michael, who didn't have, the Jacksons didn't have Christmas, but I'm sure they had plenty of toys after they started making money. Okay, so that's one of my videos that I have. I have others, okay? I have that. Let me close that, and let me close that. And let me close this. And this is, and then remember I talked about, hi, you can see my reflection. Hello there. Remember I said Dr. Murray told Dr. Oz that the dead body was not Michael's. Well, here it is. Here's me reporting on it, May 18, 2017. But that's it. But you'll find out when the show aired. Here it is.
You thought he was safe.
Safe.
You step out of the room for an hour?
I left his bedside around 11:25.
And his position on the bed?
Well, normally when I left him, he was on the pillow. And when I came back, he was in a different position. He was no longer on the pillow. He had moved down, lower on the bed and closer to the edge. But he was there, but it wasn't the same person I saw.
Huh? What? Let's repeat.
It wasn't the same person I saw. It wasn't the same person I saw.
So he's slumped over. Is he breathing?
No. I did the normal thing. As a cardiologist, I resuscitate patients.
And there's the word resuscitation all over again. Okay. And I put here, furthermore, propofol proves dead body was a chronic body double made to look like Michael Jackson. Learn all about it in Alive 2. You guys got to watch Alive 2. I know most of you guys that are here are there. Now, I want to go back to something. Oh, man. Okay, we talked about the Bimini Islands, right? We talked about Nassau, right? And how Conrad wrote that that's where Michael, you know, where the Fountain of Youth is, and that's where Michael wanted to be cremated. Why are they having that conversation? He's 50 years old, right? So anyway, so I had did this video, Agent MJ and the Island Theory. I did this back June 13th, 2011. And I think that's before the Conrad Murray trial started. April 2011. And remember the CU July 2011 note? Oh my God, I got to tell that story one day, okay? I have a video about it. You guys got to go back. I have so much stuff, okay? But anyway, this is what was happening in Nassau, okay? And you'll hear me talk about the Bimini Islands, okay? And this is before years before the Conrad Murray book came out, okay? So I had no idea that Michael had talked about, or Conrad Murray decided to write about it. I don't know what's true with Conrad Murray and what isn't true with Conrad Murray, especially when it's a book, right? When it's a book, because with a book, it's just words. You know what I mean? And maybe a few pictures. But, you know, so I don't know if Conrad Murray saw this video and decided to write about it, or Michael and him really did have a conversation about being cremated and buried at the Bimini Islands in Nassau, Bahamas. Well, anyway, this person here talks about seeing Michael Jackson in Nassau, Bahamas. And he sounds a little bit like Prince to me, but Prince was young. But the voice, you know, Prince was old enough to have a deep voice, but maybe it's not Prince, but it kind of reminds me of Prince the way he talks, okay? Prince Jackson. Okay, here we go.
We went down to Nassau. I swear I looked straight into the eyes of Michael Jackson. The person had the exact facial features of Michael Jackson. The same nose, same lips. I mean, Michael Jackson's features are totally identifiable, and this person had those features. We both knew, without a doubt, that in Nassau, Bahamas, on the beach, about midnight, we just ran into Michael Jackson.
So we believers are going around trying to find out what Saunders is. Well, there's a spiritual guide by the name of Ashley Sanders from this same place of Bimini. And he's connected with the Nation of Islam, and we know that Michael used a lot of the Nation of Islam security. So we've kind of connected that. It has to do with humanity and being good to humanity. That's one of the possible Sanders. And then in the Nassau Islands, there are the island chains of the Sanders Island that's a part of the Nassau Islands in the Bahamas. But here is something that a lot of people didn't think about. Well, back in September 2010, I was contacted by the publicist of Brian Michael Stoller.
And I think that, okay, so that goes into something else. If you want to watch the rest of this video, you are free to do so. So I'm going to turn this back around. Turn this back around. And you heard me say the Bimini Islands. Okay, here we go. I can't turn it around. Come on. It was working so well these last few videos, and I'm sorry that I have to do things this way, but I tell you guys all the time that the reason why I have to do things this way, oh man, it's just not working. And I don't know why it doesn't want to work and turn around, because I want you guys to see me. And do you want to stop broadcasting? No, I don't. I want to continue. So, there we go. I think it's gonna turn around. There we go. It turned around. Okay. So anyway, guys. Okay. So I just wanted to, bring you up to date with some more stuff. Now I have notes, and I'd like for Nessa from Germany, to know. She gave me this book. See, she gave me this to write my notes in, and I've been using it. So thank her for that. Oh, and I got some new butterflies. I had ran out for a little while, but I just got some new butterflies in. Okay, some of them are big and they're colorful. So I bought a lot of them this time. Ooh. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. I'm so sorry. I don't usually sneeze. And then I have these. And I got some more, and they're the magnetic butterflies, to where you can hang them on your refrigerator. So I put these in all order. See, some of them are big. Some of them are big butterflies. So it just depends on which ones, get big butterflies. Okay, so we went ahead and we talked about all the stuff that I had planned. Here we go with the fan again. Okay, there we go with the fan. The reason why I had to postpone, I said I had something urgent to take care of. I had to take someone to urgent care. I don't want to say who it is, but I had to take someone to urgent care, and thank God that they're fine and everything checked out, but I had to take someone to urgent care today. And so it was unexpected, and so far so good that everything's fine. And I pray for her and everything's good. So that's why I had to postpone, guys, something that was out of my control. Now, another thing, I said that I was going to look up, and another fan, I'm so sorry if I can't remember your names. Oh, I'm so sorry. She had helped me with looking up how long does it take for a doctor that's licensed outside of the UK to be licensed to practice medicine in the UK. And she thought it was 5 days, which is true, but it's only from people from certain countries, European countries, it takes 5 days. And that's after you give them all the paperwork that they require. It takes 5 days to process once everything is in. But if you're not in one of those European countries, it could take 60 days, it could take a year, it could take 6 months. It all depends. And some people even have to take a test, okay, in order to be licensed to practice medicine. Now, Dr. Murray would need to be licensed because he has to be able to prescribe propofol. And so therefore, if Michael was using propofol to sleep, which I doubt, propofol is used in chronic freezing, and they couldn't get the propofol out, and that was reason for the cause of death. Okay, it's that simple. Okay, so let's see. MJ, yeah. Now, Michael, of course, Michael, music comes on and Michael knows what to do. Okay? Michael's been singing since really in front of a crowd since he was 5. In front of a crowd. He's been singing in front of a crowd since he was 5 years old. Music comes on. Michael said he feels like a wind-up doll. He thinks he needs to get up and dance, right? So Michael didn't need a lot of rehearsing. He didn't need a lot of practice. There were no new songs, okay? Same routines. And since Michael is the star, he could switch up the dancing anytime he wanted to. So there was not a lot of pressure on Michael. You know, it's not like you got to do new songs. There weren't any new songs. Weren't any. Okay? So Michael's This Is It was a cakewalk for Michael. It was easy. You know, it was simple. You get up, you dance, you know, and you do a few steps with the other people who need to learn your steps. Okay, and they need to keep up with you. You're the star. So there was not a lot of pressure for Michael to perform for This Is It. A lot of people say, oh, it's too much pressure. Pressure for what? Michael sings and dances like it's nothing. It's easy peasy for him, you know. Let's see. And then Dr. Murray said Michael was penniless. Oh, no, he wasn't. You got to watch it live, too, to find out he wasn't penniless. Michael had $50 million, okay? Okay? And I show you, and I prove it to you. You got to watch a live 2 and a live 3 for that, right? And it's legal papers. It's legal papers. Okay, let's see. I think I've done everything. I think I have went over all my notes. Let's see. Let's make sure I went over all my notes. Oh, and another thing with the Catherine versus AEG live trial. Do you know that Catherine had to pay all AEG Live's legal fees, which were $800,000? You know? Yeah. We know why. Okay. Let's see. I think I went through everything, guys, all my notes. And if anybody has any questions, let's see. I'll go through this real quick. And I thank you guys for being here this late. And I appreciate everyone here and all you advanced death hoaxers. You are wonderful. Hi, Doran. It's supposed to be Dorian, okay, but it's Doran. Hi, Dorian. Hi, Tamika. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Abraham. I already said hi to Abraham, I think. And Joey and Tina. Hi, Tina, fellow death hoaxer. She makes videos too. And Jackson, who is this? This is Naray. You're new. Hi, Naray. Welcome. And if you haven't watched the documentaries, you're probably like, what is she talking about? We're at such an advanced stage right now in this death hoax that you just got to go back and you got to watch all the documentaries. Hi, Alicia. And let's see who else. Delaney. Hello, Delaney. Hi, Alicia. Let's see. Tamika, Abraham. I think I got all you guys. Melanie. Hi, Melanie. How are you tonight? Sai. Hi, Sai. I think you're new, so you probably need to catch up and get the... Hey, Micheline. My girl, Micheline. She made it. Hi there. Hi there. And Quinty. Hi, Quinty. I think I've seen your name before, but if not, welcome. And Lisa Madison. Oh, I don't remember. Do I remember you, Lisa? Anyway, hi, Jody. Hello there, Jody. And hi, Teresa Graham. Hello there. And I appreciate all you guys spending tonight here with me. Let's see. And the reason why I'm dressed up. Sadia. Hi, Sadia. I don't think I remember you. Hi, hello. And Marie. Hello there, Marie. And let's see. I think I got everyone. I think I got everyone. Well, thank you guys so much for spending Saturday night with me. Melanie, Swarovski. Swarovski? Is it like the Swarovski? Oh, yeah, it's like the Swarovski crystals, which I have some. And let's see. Okay, so I'm all caught up. So I just wanted to go over some things with you guys to let you know that there's plenty of evidence, proof, and clues that Dr. Murray was in on the Michael Jackson death hoax. So we're changing Dr. Murray from a villain to a hero. Because if Michael Jackson felt like he needed to fake his death to have his freedom, which is something that he told us 7 days after the death announcement with They Don't Really Care About Us, with the promo for This Is It, and he needed his freedom, Dr. Murray helped him do that. Okay, and I think that's probably about it for tonight. But I thank all of you guys for coming and spending the evening with me. Don't forget to vote for Janet. You got one day. We got till tomorrow to vote for Janet to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She's in 6th place right now, and we want her to be inducted. She deserves it. I think Rhythm Nation is one of the greatest albums ever. It had a dance, it had love songs, it had social consciousness, it had great videos, great dance routines. I mean, Rhythm Nation is one of my all-time favorite albums. And see, you guys, I'm kind of dressed up, you know, a little bit dressed up. You like these pearls for Pearl? I think it's lovely. This lady at my job gave these to me at my old job. I might have to go to work the beginning of next year, guys. I'm still working on Prisoner of Fame. I will be giving you guys, releasing it if I can. If it doesn't become a mini-series or a movie, I will release Prisoner of Fame. But I'm going to have to release it like I released the documentaries because I spent a lot of money and I need to get that money back. So they'll probably be about $2.99 if I decide to go that route. I'm not sure yet. But I'm working on things, and Hollywood is pretty much shut down from the week of Thanksgiving all the way to the week of New Year's. So not much is happening. Important people have it. I haven't heard back yet. And maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I'm going to find some way to release it and give promo codes to all the people who have donated. All the donors will not have to pay to watch it, okay? So, anyway, guys, I think that's it. And I will see you guys next time. So have a good Saturday evening. And I'm going to snuggle up and watch a movie. Or maybe I'll work out and party by myself tonight. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. And keep Michaeling. Of course, I'm trying to cut it off and it's not working. Okay.